Hello, I'm up in the woodland part of the garden today to sort out a slightly odd plant problem. A few years ago I planted Yellow Archangel, which is a perfectly good woodland native, related to dead nettles, all of those very net-producing plants, and they're really good for pollinators. So much so that the pollinator somewhere went out and got some pollen from the non-native invasive stripy garden variety, which is actually a problem in wild spaces, and it's come back and created a hybrid in my garden, which is doing its invasive thing and taking over absolutely everything. I can show you the difference. This here, with the stripy, silvery, very pretty leaves, but it's rambunctious and it's large, that's the non-native hybrid. Whereas this little demure effort that just has a long straggly growth and doesn't cause the ground cover that the other guy causes, that's the native variety. Now, I never planted this, but it's grown from a hybridised seed from the native variety. So I need to fix that today. And part of the problem is that it's blocking out plants like this little wooden anemone. I've got some of that around here, but that spreads really slowly. So if you've got something that's a bit of a bully coming over and making a lot of ground cover, then these little guys, and that's a native plant, it just doesn't have time to see the light of day. So that's partly why I want to clear this. And it's simply a matter of really getting in there, finding the base of these spreading really beefy spreading runners and actually starting to dig those out. Once you get going, you can see what you're doing, and it's not too traumatic. Up it comes with its root system, but you've got to make sure you get it all because it will spread from tiny pieces as well. Okay, I'm done. It's taken a good 3 hours of really back-breaking work. And what have I learned today? There is a lot of truth in the saying that a stitch in time saves 9. If I'd have done that when I felt a bit suspicious about the little clump last year, that would not have spread across the entire garden and even started going next door to next door's garden, which is not okay. So here's what I rooted out. Really interesting. Every time it touches the ground, it forms a completely new plant, and off it goes again, and every single runner forms several different plants. So that's how it is so successful in covering ground. If you have a gut reaction about any of the plants in your garden that you feel like they're invasive or that they might cause a problem for wild plant communities, do take action. Spanish bluebells, this sort of stuff, anything that looks like it could potentially pollinate a wild plant and cause a non-wild hybrid, get rid of it. There's great native plants that won't do that. And now I'm going to go have a cup of tea.